Hello and welcome to Hustle Garage, and this is my 370Z. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and smashing that like button down there. It'll help me and the channel out so much, and I would really appreciate it. And it's free, but if you're a returning subscriber and a returning viewer, welcome back, and I really do appreciate your support and you watching my video. So yeah, big love to you. Thank you so much. It's been raining on and off pretty much this whole morning, and it's a bit windy, so I hope the wind does stay off and the sound is not too bad. I am trying something new. I've got my earbuds in just because we all know GoPro doesn't have the best mic. So yeah, I'm trying something new and seeing if this does help. As I said, this is my 370Z, and I'm going to do an overview of the 370Z that no one has asked for, but I mean, thought it would be a good idea to have an overview of the car. If you're interested, keep watching the video, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, so this 370Z right here is a 2010 Nissan 370Z. It's a manual. Here in Australia, our base model was the sports package. I know in the States there's a base model, and then there's sports package, and then touring, and then I think Nismo, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. With the sports package, it does have the rev matching, and also comes with the raised wheels and the Akebono brakes, which is considered like the big brakes for the 370Z, and also the infotainment inside, as in the head-up display and stuff. It's the screen with the touch screen thingy. So yeah, that's pretty much the difference between the base and the sports package. I've owned this car for about 5 years in the beautiful A54 vibrant red. I hardly see any red 370Z, so when I do see one, I get very excited. So yeah, if you have one, hit me up on our Instagram. Hit me up because I love seeing red 370Zs. Yeah, so I have been building this car, very slowly. As I said, 5 years, and I've only got pretty much the basic mods on this car. Yeah, it hasn't been too extensive on the parts. I'll get to what I've done on the car. I'll go from the outside to the inside and then have a breakdown of prices and stuff. The first thing is I've got a Sunline SL line type lip, I guess. This did fly off my car. Fully cracked here. It cracked in so many places. I did see this on a couple cars early on when I first got the 370Z, and I wasn't a big fan of it. I found this really cheap, and I was like, look, I'll see how it is, and I'll put it on the car, and if I don't like it, I'll take it off and I'll give it to someone. I ended up putting it on the car, and it's still on the car. So yeah, it's grown on me. It has grown on me. It makes the car look more aggressive than just the pre-facelift front bumper. And this one. Alright, so the next thing is, if you even want to count this as a mod, some people don't like to count this as a mod, but I mean, it's something that I've done on the car, so I mean, I guess I should include this. I've got a black wrapped roof and also a black wrapped A-pillar. I saw some photos of 370Zs having the A-pillar wrapped, and it looked really good. It's kind of to emulate the GDR in a sense, just how the top half has the wrapped around look, just like the GDR. With this 370Z A-pillar, it does curve down all the way down into the hood and past this line from the door and the fender. With the GDR, it does cut off here, and so I've seen a lot of people that wrapped from here and have a hard line to about here, I'm pretty sure, or about till here. Thinking about it, because when people look at the car, or even when I look at the car and I see a hard line that's not meant to be there, it kind of looks off to me. I didn't want to do that because it kind of looks off when you go up to the car and you see that. We'll move to the back of the car. I got 2015 plus, I guess, 370Z Nismo rear bumper. Majority of people do have this rear bumper because it just looks so damn good. It's actually a really affordable price when you get it from the dealerships as well, which is very surprising. The thing that I do have are these carbon mirror caps. These pretty much just stick onto the stock side mirror just with tape. they look super nice, especially when the sun hits the carbon. And oh, I love carbon so much. I've done pretty much the outside of the car, all the show bits. Let's get on to exhaust. So the exhaust that I have right now is the Fast Intentions catback exhaust, with 18-inch resonators with the stainless steel mufflers. Yeah, which looks pretty aggressive from behind, and it sounds amazing as well. So exposed mufflers like that, my ultimate favorite. It especially the look of the 370Z, it brings that aggressiveness even more. So I love that look. I love that look. And get the carbon mufflers as well, which have a higher pitch tone. You can also choose what size resonators that you want. You can either go with the straight throughs or 12-inch, I'm pretty sure, and the 18-inch. And I do have high flow cats as well. So I've got the Nvidia high flow cats, which actually sound really nice. It opens up the tone and opens up the sound of the exhaust. I think high flow cats are a great way for daily driving and to sound good. And now onto suspension. I've got BCBR coilovers. Not sure if you can, I'll try. No, you can't. Yeah, you can't see them, but yeah, I do have BCBR coilovers. It's dropped about an inch, just over an inch, all around, which gives it a nice drop because it just eliminates that huge wheel gap, but it's not too low where it's annoying and it's hard to just drive around. So great entry level coilover. It's not too expensive either. I've got a aftermarket front sway bar. I have the Hotchkiss front sway bar, which is pretty thick. It literally changed the way the car drives. Just a thicker front sway bar changes how it drives, how it goes through corners. It's just so much more predictable, and so much you can control, so much you can feel so much more, and it's more stiffer around corners. And yeah, it's such a great bang for buck mod. It's very underrated, and it blew my mind how much it actually changed the car. And now moving on to the rear, I do have rear camber arms. I've got hard race rear camber arms. If you do lower your car, there will be excessive camber on your tire just because of the natural drop. It's good to have camber arms in the front and in the rear, just so you can have good camber and your tire weighs and mess up with excessive amount of camber. I do have to get the front camber arms, the front upper control arms to even out my camber. And yeah, so that's on the to-do list as well, but yeah, we'll get there. We will get there. So another thing that I've done to, I guess, the rear half of the car is I've got the white line diff bushings, and also I upgraded to the Nismo diff cover, which is finned, so there's more area for cooling. Did that very recently, and yeah, the job's a bit, how you going? It's not the most fun job I've done on the car. It's probably the most hectic job that I've done on the car. It took about 1.5 days, and it was brutal. It was pretty brutal. Had to do it on the floor with a floor jack by myself. Yeah, traumatized. At least you feel the car hook when you put your foot down. It's hard to explain the feeling. Very good mod. You definitely need it. You definitely need it. All these mods I would love to show you, but they're tucked under the car. And yeah, if you're interested in any of those mods, yeah, head over to the channel and watch those videos. So I've got these long tube intakes. I've got the AEM long tube intakes. Instead of going from up here and then looping behind the front bumper, which majority of the long tube intakes do, they go from up here all the way down behind here. I'll try to show you where it is. You can see the pod filter behind there. As you can imagine, where they sit, where the wheel well is, good for airflow and everything, but the downside is on a rainy day and there's puddles, there's just small things. I've got a Mishimoto radiator cap and also the radiator hoses as well. This Hikit throttle controller, I have no words for it, but amazing. It has all these options that you control how responsive you want the throttle to be. It's a joy to drive this car with the throttle controller. There is a lag time from when you push the pedal down to when it actually accelerates. So the whole point of this throttle controller is to allow you to have the control of, if you do want that lag, you can extend that lag or you can shorten that lag. You can make it more responsive or less responsive. I recommend this mod to literally everyone. So yeah, down into the description box, I'll leave a link down there where you can purchase one. And yeah, definitely get one. definitely get one. Small mods on the outside. So I've got these sequential side indicators that's on the fender. The Z actually illuminates. This is what I mean by the Z lights up, and it's a sequential side indicator. See, one of my favorite light mods. This is from Z Style Auto, and this is honestly the world's first custom fourth brake light that's completely customizable. Head over to Z Style Auto Instagram as well. Big shout out to you. Have RGB, you can have like show modes on it, you can have so many things on it. So yeah, head over there to his Instagram, and yeah, because this is gonna take over the market. Super exciting to see this. I've got 25mm H&R spaces in the rear and 20mm Z1 Motorsport spaces in the front. It just brings out the wheel to the perfect point where it's flush, and it just makes the car look wider, makes the car look fatter, and it's just perfect. You're probably not asking yourself, but how much did this car cost me with all the mods? Let's have a breakdown of how much the mods have cost me, how much I've spent on this car, excluding the price of the car. I did a breakdown of everything last night. Put a breakdown on the screen somewhere, maybe here or here. These are all the mods that I've done and how much they've costed me. It's been great because a lot of these parts, a lot of the big parts that I have gotten at a really good price, because it was either on sale or I got it off another Z owner. I've been really lucky on the parts that I've got because of how cheap they've come up. Alright, so that's basically it for the video. I don't have anything much else to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope the overview of the 370Z has been good. If you haven't already, smash that like and subscribe button, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video, probably when I get the new front bumper. But we'll see about that. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace.